Welcome back to another week of the Collabs of Boba Fett, and we're here with Derpy Boy, and the second episode was amazing, and I've been hearing a lot of criticism about the second episode and the show overall, but I would have to say that the show right now is a 9.5 out of 10 for me, and so let's get on with the second episode of the Collabs of Boba Fett, and always make sure to drop a like if you are enjoying these collabs. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the controversy of the show. So I've been seeing a lot of criticism about the show, like on YouTube. I'm just scrolling and I see like Book of Boba Fett is a failure, and it's like Jon Favreau's gonna lose his job or something because of how bad the show is, and the fact that it's not the character of Boba Fett. It's like changing the character, like with the sequels, and I disagree with that, and I think that it is an amazing show. But I wanted to ask what your thoughts were about the show and like how you think it could be changing the character of Boba Fett.
Personally, I love the show. I love the direction that they're going with him. Obviously, we're used to him, being a bounty hunter because of the original three. Like, we know that he was a bounty hunter throughout the entire thing. But the fact that he's changing is like, it's gonna. I don't really know how to explain it fully to where it'll make sense. But all I have to say is that I like the direction they're going with it, obviously, because he's now a ruler, so obviously he's gonna change, because he said that he's not a bounty hunter anymore, and I get why people are mad about it, but personally I'm not.
Yeah, I love the direction as well, and I can definitely see Boba Fett was a bounty hunter, and he didn't talk at all, and that was super cool, in the original trilogy. And then all of a sudden he's talking a bunch in the show as well as in the flashbacks. But that's character development. For me, that's what character development looks like, and that's what the sequels didn't have, and that's what Jon Favreau is changing with the show and with Boba Fett, and I really do like the direction that they're going with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was meaning to say, the character development. There's also another thing that I want to discuss with you and get your thoughts on. Going along with why people saying that the show really isn't good, one of the main reasons people have said it was because of all the flashbacks. So I want to get your thoughts on what do you think about it? Because a lot of people have said that they don't like the flashbacks. So I want to see what you think about it.
For me, the flashbacks, I was expecting the flashbacks, and I definitely see why that's a problem with, that's the problem that people have with the show. But I talked about this with Marvel Theory, and I'm fine with having flashbacks for, up to, the third or fourth episode. I mean, if it goes for the entire show, that's fine. I will love that. But, I mean, I like the main, in Maz Espa, present day time, I guess, I like the actual story better than the flashbacks, but I still love the flashbacks. I think it's just part of the show, and that's what Jon Favreau had for the vision of the show, and we wanted flashbacks, and I wanted the flashbacks, and we got it, and I couldn't be happier with them. I mean, the fact that they're taking up the majority of the episodes, is a slight problem, but I still really love the flashbacks, because, yeah, that's just what I like. That's what I was expecting, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. it's just that you have to be smart with the flashbacks. You know, you can't really do it too much to at the point where like the whole show is like it's focused on the flashbacks. But you can do a little bit, and I think hopefully they go with that. But like right now, personally, the flashbacks are like really interesting to me to see how he got out of the Sarlacc pit to where he is now. So like, that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's definitely that they definitely do have to be careful, and I definitely agree with that. And with the fact I got it where I said I think the mayor sent the assassins. I mean, it was pretty obvious cuz it was in the trailer. And I have a feeling, I have two thoughts of who like actually sent the assassins. I think either one, the mayor is lying, because I mean, like, he like sounded like he was lying when he was like, oh, I thank you for taking them in, I was trying to find them. It's like, what? Like, it's kind of weird, and I think he has to do something with the assassins out to get Boba Fett. And another thing that and my second theory could be that the twins, Jabba the Hutt's twins, Jabba the Hutt's cousins that are called the twins, I think they sent the Night Wind. I think Night Wind, right? Was it Night Wing or Night Wind?
I think it was Night Wing. Yeah, I think it's Night Wing. I'm not sure though. It could be Night Wind.
Okay, well, anyway, I think the Hutt twins sent the assassin to kill Boba because, I mean, first off, they took heritage, I guess, of Maz Espa, and then they saw that Boba Fett was probably not going to give up the land, and so they sent assassins, and if that didn't work, then they would come to town and negotiate with him.
Yeah, I'm really leaning towards your second theory about how, Jabba the Hutt's cousins, or the twins, sent them, because obviously we know how, Jabba ruled. Like, he would just be killing people left and right.
Yeah.
So, like, that... So that definitely makes a lot of sense. Another thing I wanted to point out is that, I'm not sure... sorry if I butchered the name, but Black Kirstan, like, he showed up, like, when the twins showed up, he was the Black Wookiee.
Oh,
like,
that's who that is? I didn't know the character. I thought it was a new character. I didn't.
Yeah. So supposedly, because like I didn't know him either. I had to look him up, but apparently he fought Obi-Wan and he like almost killed Obi-Wan.
Really?
But yeah, he was about to like capture him.
That's crazy.
So he's probably gonna be like a character who's gonna like. If Boba gets into any trouble with the twins, he's probably gonna have to fight him. He's like one of the most like dangerous people, like Wookiees in the galaxy. So like that was actually like cool to see.
You think
how he just built up?
Wait, was that like during the Clone Wars, or like after Order 66?
Honestly, I'm not too sure when it was. It was probably during the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I would think Clone Wars because But, like, if it's after Order 66, that would be cool if we could see him in Kenobi. That would be cool.
Yeah, if it was, then, like, he could just, like, show up, and they would just...
Dude.
Because I feel like that battle would, like, be cool. Because, like, he was almost able to, like, kill him. Because before... It said, like, when I looked it up, they said before Obi-Wan was able to, like, use his Jedi mind tricks to make him leave, or whatever, like, it was during the situation they were in.
Yeah.
He attacked him, so, like, it would be cool to see that battle in live action.
Dude, that is cool. Wow. I think, another thing I think about what was his name, like, Krisky or something?
Kirstan.
Whatever, the Wookiee. So, like, a couple months ago, Wookiees were rumored for Mando Season 3. So, maybe this Wookiee could appear again. Like, I mean, it could be a possibility, but... I mean, it could just be a one-time show. one-time appearance, or he could be like the main plot villain and Boba could fight him in the end, which would be super cool to see. But yeah, I think it might just be a one-time appearance. And I also saw in the mayor's office, when Boba's leaving, he's like, he says something about the Daimyo of Tatooine, where he's like, he tells the mayor that he will be the mayor until the Daimyo deems it so. The Daimyo of Tatooine deems it so. And I looked it up, and it's like a Japanese word for ruler. So it's essentially Boba Fett's title. It's actually Boba Fett's title as sitting on Jabba's throne. So Boba Fett is the Daimyo of Tatooine, and which is his title as ruler of Tatooine.
Damn, I know he said something. I know he said that, so I was like, I was gonna ask him if it meant. And the fact that now Boba has that is gonna be crazy. So I just think that because obviously I don't think Boba knows that he has this role. So I think he's just I think he thinks that he's just taking over for Jabba, and he's just gonna roll over. So it'll be crazy to see if he realizes he has that role, and to see how he would use that much power over everybody else.
Yeah. I also saw with the train, or I didn't see it. It was the Pikes. So the Pikes were basically running the train, and they were a part of Maul's. What was it called? It was the Shadow Legion or something. I don't know. It was, but then that was later Crimson Dawn. So the Pikes could run into Boba again with their crime syndicate, and I think it'll just be a big lead up to the twins, the Hutt twins, the Wookiee, whoever that is, and then the Pikes, and then Boba Fett, and then maybe there'll be a huge battle. There will be some controversy with the Pikes and the crime syndicate.
Yeah, but definitely happen. I think that the Pikes are probably going to cross over the desert again. So after they, defeated them, after they defeated them, obviously the Pikes are gonna have to pay the Tusken Raiders to cross over the land. So I think we're most likely gonna see it in the flashbacks, obviously, to see if Boba has another fight with them, because obviously I'm not sure we're gonna go with him with Boba and the Tusken Raiders, because he helped them, so then now they're helping him. He got his little weapon thing. I forgot the term for it.
It's a gaffy stick.
Yeah, like a gaffy stick.
Yeah. Gaffy stick.
So he's got his own gaffy stick. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen there. So it'll be remember this is only episode 2, so there's a lot in store for us.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to point out is that back to when Boba had the encounter with the mayor. He said the mayor said something family is more having a family is more difficult than being a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So I think that's foreshadowing the actual the present day storyline where Boba's gonna have to rule over the land Jabba had, and it's gonna it's foreshadowing the problems he's gonna have as that ruler to take responsibility to make the decisions and stuff.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I was thinking maybe it was the fact that the mayor has a family of his own, or I have no idea what the mayor meant by that, but it could mean the fact that the mayor has his own family, and it's much more complicated than I don't know. Another point I saw was in the bar scene where Boba Fett attacks the pirates or whatever. That was, so remember, I don't know if you remember, this was at the very beginning of my channel. I made a video on the deleted scene from A New Hope.
Oh yeah.
It was, so like Luke met up with a bunch of his friends and they like,
yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So the bar that Boba Fett attacked was Toshi Station, which was in that deleted scene. So I was like, so I saw the two people. I was like, those look very familiar. At first I thought it was Biggs. At first I thought the guy was Biggs, but I was like, no. And then I went back on my old video and I was like, wait, those are the same people from the deleted scene. And then I looked back at it even more and it's the same room. It's the same bar. It's the exact same bar. Like a side-by-side comparison, it's the exact same. Like there's a table and it was crazy. I was like, holy cow. And I also saw that the pirates, those were the same pirates from episode 1 flashback where they destroyed the water vapor farm. And because it was the same logo on the jackets and everything. So I was like, what the heck? Yeah, so that was the highlight of the episode, for sure.
I noticed that too. Like when I first saw it, I looked at the bar and I remembered that deleted scene because it didn't, like, at first I wasn't too sure, but then when I saw the two people there, I was like, all right, this is the same thing. And it's crazy how they got like this, like the interior of the place correct, like from the deleted scene, and they got the same people. But I'm not sure if it's the same people, but like they got the same looking people back. I'm not sure if it's like the same exact.
Yeah,
they could have got the same people and then aged them in CGI and stuff.
Yeah, because that's what they did with Luke Skywalker. But these cast. But they don't really look like CGI, and the actors look like the exact same. Like, they CGI'd, or they picked better actors for these two people than they did with Luke Skywalker. Like, I'm not lying. Like, they did. They did. So, and like two highlights from the episode were that scene where I was like, no way. Like, so the Toshi Station scene and the scene where the twins of the Hutt twins come in, those are definitely the two highlights of the episode.
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely like a shock to see that they brought the Toshi Station like into into this series, and like how they brought back they didn't bring back Jabba the Hutt, but they brought like some of his family.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't really have anything else that I need to like point out. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, no, that was my last thing. Predictions for the next episode. I don't have a lot. Other than this is probably either the episode 3 or episode 4 are going to be the last episodes with flashbacks. If not, then they're probably going to go the entire season with flashbacks, which, I mean, I wouldn't really like, but, I mean, I don't care. I would still be happy with that, but I'm saying, the Tusken Raiders are probably going to let Boba Fett, escape, or they're going to let him go, and they're going to guide him to Jabba's palace. In the flashback, they're gonna guide him to Jabba's palace. He's gonna save Fennec Shand. Actually, he's gonna save Fennec Shand, and then he's gonna find the Slave One. And then he's gonna find Mando, and that will end the flashbacks. But for the actual storyline, I don't really have any predictions. Other than what I spilled out, that he's probably going to have some trouble with the Pikes.
Yeah, I don't really have predictions either, but one thing I will say is that whenever, like, Boba stops going into his little, like, waterbed or what, like, literal waterbed to, like, I'm not sure, like, if he's healing there or if he's just, like, saying that. I'm not sure what he's doing, but, like, once we see him stop going there, that's when the flashbacks are probably gonna most likely stop.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, we just see, like, glimpses of, like, flashbacks through when, like, through similar, like, experience. Like, if he goes back to Jabba's, no, not back, but if he sees a Tusken Raider, then we might, like, see another flashback. But besides that, I don't think there's gonna be any more once he's, like, fully healed or whatever.
Yeah, I always get excited when he goes in the back to tank, because I know the flashbacks are going to start. And they were surprisingly long for this episode. But that is it. That's our longest runtime for any of our collabs. 21 minutes right now. But that's it for the Collabs of Boba Fett episode 2. And those are our predictions and all the small details and Easter eggs we found. And if you guys like these, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned for episode 3, because we always have a lot of things to discuss. And maybe we can get both of Marvel Theory and Derpy Boy in for the last episode. So that's when I saw. Hold on. My dog has to go out right now. I'm going to let her out real quick. I'll be right back.
Because I don't think I think he thinks is.
You're breaking up.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you that entire time. You can just, whatever you said, just say it again.